Hey guys, Kevin Rasmussen here, Rasmussen Fishing. I was sitting here getting ready for ice fishing for the week and decided that it's a good time to do a video for this YouTube thing that for some odd reason I started to do. I have no idea. Got a new camera, bear with me, DSLR camera I finally got. Should help out with the video quality, not that shaky, I'll try to get in better light here, not that shaky cell phone stuff from my other video. Thought it'd be a good time to show you some of the hacks, tips, tricks, cheap stuff you can do to your ice sled, to your truck. Just make stuff easier for ice fishing. First of all, I used to, when I'm by myself, load my sled up into the back of my truck with ATV ramps. One thing I didn't take into consideration was how slippery the parking lot can be. I had a guy help me out last year a couple times when I was, when it was slick and I was by myself trying to push that up the ramps. So I came up with a system this year. It didn't cost me much. I'll start out showing you inside the truck. If you guys don't know, bitter cold Minnesota. Just stupid cold and lots of snow lately. Been working the last 2 months, had literally 3 days off in the last 2 months. So excited to get out on the ice. I'll flip the camera around here and show you what I got going in the back of my truck. So I put a topper on a couple months ago. I put a $30 little rug in here, and I had a board running across there from before. It fits in those little notches that are in your box, and it was for my gas cans. When I go down to Missouri, I like to bring my own gas, know what I'm getting when I put them in my bass boat. But so I added this 2x10, and I put 3 grade 8 bolts in there on a triangle pattern. I'll show you why here in a minute. Alright, walking back in the garage here. I'm going to show you why I put those bolts in there. I bought this winch. It is a $65 winch from Menards. Nothing special. It will get the job done. It's got a cord to hook up to a battery, remote so I can stand at the back of my truck and just pull it up the ramps like I was talking about. Here's the box if you guys want to see. And here is my battery box. I put a chunk of foam in here to keep up the space. I'm going to put my little parts there for my winch, my handle, the manual crank handle, my cord when I'm not using it. And I'm going to put this battery box up in that area in my truck where I showed you that I put my gas cans. And I should be able to just winch my shack up the ramps all by myself. My shack weighs 95 pounds dry. It's got to weigh 200 pounds, so that should help out. It should be pretty sweet. I haven't used it yet, but just figured I'd share that. This winch fits in it's that triangle pattern I was telling you about. Fits in those holes right there. Just an idea I've had for a while. Figured I'd try it. It's cheap enough to make it easier on yourself when you're out there by yourself on the ice. One other little hack. Obviously you guys have seen these. I mean, if you're into ice fishing, you've seen these boxes. I don't know how much I got into this, not a whole lot, 70 bucks or something, including the battery. So I got some foam in there again. For those of you who don't know me, I might be a bit of a hoarder. I got a bunch of high density foam from the last job I had. I pulled out of computer boxes. So if you want to build a couple of them, it's definitely worth ordering the parts on Amazon. It's cheap. Look it up on the internet. There's all kinds of eBay videos or YouTube videos on it. I don't think I need to make one. I think you guys can find them on your own. Also, another thing. Let's see here, my sled. So I bought the sled last year. Eskimo Evo2IT insulated top. I like it. It's a great 2-man sled, great 1-man sled. Added this little bin here. It's like a bolt bin you'd find at an auto parts store. Bought a little piece of aluminum channel, screwed it in with self-tappers. Now I got a little shelf there because other than that, you got nothing to hold your stuff, and you got stuff falling all over the place. For lights, if you guys have a hub, you got that big metal hub in the middle of your hub. I just stick these up there. Got a couple lights. Wired up some lights. Got the clam kit at the show. About the time I bought the sled, wired those up. Got them to RCA's to plug into that battery box I showed you. Piece of marine grade carpet. I just had it laying around. I thought it's a great idea. I think it works slick. It's not slippery in there if you ever have to step in there. These Fraybill hooks are awesome. hanger jackets, whatever. This is funny. This old seat fits on a 5-gallon bucket. It was my old man's, and his ice fishing gear. He gave me some stuff back in the day. And then here's a cheap little one. Sit and fish bucket. Drill some holes. Take your time. Drill some holes for these ice rod holders. Use them all the time. Another tip I have: if you buy like a bait box like this, don't buy a big one. You want a minimal as possible, least amount of weight. Speaking of weight, I bought a cage right now. Love that thing. Works great. I didn't buy into it until I used a buddy's, and man, love it. I already had the Milwaukee drill. Same with the rod box. Some people buy rod boxes that you could fit 50 cal in. I mean, simple rod box can fit 6 rods in there easy. Just a couple few tips that I've found for ice fishing. Cheap stuff you can do. I know there's more out there. I'm sure I'm forgetting some. Yeah, I can't wait to get out on the water this week. It's gonna be fun. I'm sure some of you thinking, where's this dude's bass boat? Well, it's out of my dad's house in hibernation right now. I'm in my garage. I got a couple high rods. Always staying busy. More videos to come, guys. Stay tuned. We'll talk to you soon.